Hello students, I welcome you once again for listening the third stanza of the poem An Elementary School Classroom in a Slum. The third stanza, here I explain, please listen patiently. Now we shall begin with the third stanza, but before that I want children, you should solve the questions of the extract from your BBC related to second stanza for the better understanding of the poem. The third stanza, the first line of third stanza. The third stanza describes the economic poverty of the slum people, the slum children, how economically poor they are. That we will see, that we will read in this third stanza. Surely, Shakespeare is wicked, the map a bad example. In the classroom, where the portrait of Shakespeare is hung, where the picture of a map is hung, the poet says it is wicked and bad. Why it is wicked and bad? Because the poet here becomes aggressive and blames the legendary figure Shakespeare because the beauty of literature does not hold any value for these hungry souls. The maps of foreign lands are bad example because these provided the children with the ideas of escape which tempt them to take to stealing in order to possess the perfect world and confuse them regarding the true picture of the world. Here the poet says Shakespeare is bad example. It's an evil part for these children because why it is an evil part? Because the literature we read in the writings of Shakespeare, they do not hold any value because these children, they are undernourished, they need food to eat. The map of this foreign land from the other land, it is a bad example for them because this map provide them the idea to escape from this world of slum, right? Which they are not able to do, and that is why they are tempted, they are attracted towards the evil means. Why? Because they get confused which is their real world. The slum is the real world or the world they see in the map. This confuses them, and that is why they are attracted to fall into immoral means. With ships and sun and love, tempting them to steal for lives that slyly turn into cramped holes from fog to endless night. When we use the expression, this ships, sun, and love, these expressions are symbolic of joy and fun. But these children, they are deprived of all these things, and sometimes they adopt wrong method to get their dreams fulfilled. When they do not get the things that they listen, that is the sun, ships, and love, these expressions, these uh, fun, full expressions, when they are not able to find in their world, so what they do, they adopt the wrong methods, the wrong means to get their dreams fulfilled, and the lives of these children are confined to small dirty rooms from foggy morning to late night, which symbolize their endless sufferings and miseries. And when they falls into these wrong methods, it is really not good for them. So their lives slyly means cunningly, secretly, again make them come back into those cramped holes. Cramped holes means those congested, those dirty, those small rooms. See, their rooms are compared to holes, the holes of rat and other animals, because they are so small, so congested, and so many people live in a single room, right? So when they try to fulfill their dreams following the wrong method, but still very secretly, they come back into the same world, the world of those cramped holes, and from fog to endless night, from morning to night, they live in those cramped holes, only in that slum area only. Fog here symbolizes morning, and endless night here symbolizes the suffering. From morning to night, they suffer the same sufferings in that slum. They do not find any way to escape from those filthy, dirty slums. Their life slowly turns back into the same, those cramped holes, those congested rooms from morning to night, which is an endless suffering for these slum children. The next line of the third stanza. On their slag heap, these children wear skins peeped through by bones and spectacles of steel with mended glass like bottle bits on stones. As children, we are studying the third stanza, which is describing the economic poverty of these children. On their slag heap. Slag, what is the meaning of slag? Slag is a waste material. That metal we extract from the rocks, and what left after extracting metal, that waste material is called slag. Heap means piles, piles of that slag. These children, these slum children wear skins peeped through by bones. The skin, they have a skinny body, and in that skinny body their bones peep through, and spectacles of steel. They are wearing spectacles of steel. Spectacles of steel is again a metaphor that how poorly they are using the things thrown by the affluent. Affluent means rich people. Spectacles of steel with mended glass. The spectacles that they are wearing of steel, that wiry spectacles, they have a mended glass. Their glass are repaired by them. Right, the glass is broken, but they have mended those glass like bottle bits on stone. Like bottle bits on stone is a simile. They are compared to those glasses which are scattered, and their life, their hopes are also scattered like the bottle bits on stone. On the stone, where the bits of this bottle, bits of this glass are scattered, their life is also scattered. Their hopes, their aspirations are also scattered like the bottle bits on stone. So let me explain now thoroughly. These children live in a place which is like a heap of dirt. They spend their life raking in this garbage, which is a slag heap. The dirt and garbage is the world for them. They are so weak that and thin that they look more like a skeleton. Being undernourished, their bones literally peep out of their skin cover. They wear spectacles which are discarded by the affluent. Affluent means which are discarded by the affluent that have been coarsely mended. Coarsely means roughly mended, which symbolize that necessity decides the utility of any object. One object which is not useful for the others, but if it is required, it is necessary for the other, that person can better utilize those things thrown by the other. The glasses of their spectacles look like pieces of broken bottles. Like the glasses which are scattered on this stone, they look like the pieces of broken bottles. And likewise, their hopes and aspirations and ambitions are also scattered and neglected. The way glasses are scattered on the stone, in the same way, their hopes, aspirations, and ambitions are also scattered and neglected. So, the poet here, uh, clearly describes the condition of poor children, that how they live in the heap of dirt, on the slag heaps, and how they spend their life in raking. Raking means in finding in the garbage of slag heap, and this dirt, this garbage is the only world they live in, and they are so weak because they are malnourished. They are so thin, and that is why their bones, come out of their skin, and their body is more like of a skeleton, and their bones as if they're peeping out of their skin. And the weird spectacles, the spectacles, they do not own these spectacles. They are discarded spectacles of the rich people, and they have mended it somehow, and they are using those spectacles, but the glasses which are lying broken, scattered on the stones, the poet says their life is also like those scattered pieces of glass which look like the pieces of bottle, and they are also, their aspirations and hopes are also scattered and neglected like those of those broken pieces of glasses. This is the last line of extract 3, stanza 3. All of their time and space are foggy slum. So blot their maps with slum as big as to. Blot means make it dirty, right? Make it stainful. Mark it with stains. Doom. Doom means death and destruction. The entire life of these children is restricted within their hazy slum. The poet is very annoyed here. He says the entire life of these children is restricted within their hazy slum. Here poet's frustration reaches its peak and suggests to blot the maps with the slums, because the only word that these children know about is their filthy slums, which is as big as doom, because life here is worse than death. The world on actual map is meaningless for them. The poet here becomes very aggressive. He is very frustrated. He is very annoyed, and in his annoyance, he says this slum is the only world they have. Their life is restricted in the slum, so these maps do not value anything for these children. So rather, showing them this map, one should blot it with the slums, because slum is the only world they know about, and the rest of the world is meaningless for them. Thank you, students. I hope you understand well this poem, and any doubt you please listen the audio again, and you can ask me personally. You can send me your messages on your Microsoft app. Thank you. Have a great day. So students, I hope the third stanza is also clear to you. And once again, for your doubts, you can contact me personally on my email ID jyotisachdev596@gmail.com, or contact me through your Microsoft Teams. Thank you. Have a good day.